Hello, doers. As you've been getting more and more into project management, you probably start to realize that you've got your hands full trying to oversee different tasks and their progress, the timesheets, the involved stakeholders, and all of the related records. But don't worry, in this video, we will see each project manager's secret weapon, the project dashboard. Let's dive right into it. All right, let's head into our project application. And we can access the project dashboard simply by clicking the vertical ellipsis here and going to our dashboard, or we can use our handy top bar and access it from the project itself. So first up, we see that we have some of our project's totals listed here on the right-hand side. And if I click on any of those, I can access and modify all of the related records pretty easily. So if we take our vendor bills, for example, it will take us into my bills and I can pay this one right here that's due today. Let me click on it. All I have to do is click pay, create payments, and we can see that the status changed to in payments. If I go back using simply just the breadcrumbs here to my project dashboard, I will be able to see that my vendor bill is now in payment. And next up, I can also look at my timesheets right here. For example, I can see what is it exactly that makes me go over my allocated time a little bit. So you can see here, I spent 16 hours working on this project and my allocated time was 15. You know what? I actually will just adjust the allocated time because I do know that I need a little bit more time to finish everything on our project. So I will go back to my project view, go into my project settings, and I will change the allocated time to 20 hours right here. Perfect. And if I use the smart button here to go back to my project dashboard, I can see that my time was immediately reflected on my project dashboard. A very cool thing about the project dashboard, it is that it adjusts to your specific project. So if you don't have any, let's say, vendor bills or manufacturing orders, you will not see those smart buttons. And of course, it will also depend a little bit on the applications that you have installed in your database, like everything else in Odoo. Perfect. Next up, if we go a little bit down on the project dashboard, we see our milestones. So again, we can just very easily mark them as reached directly from here, or we could also just click on them and edit them a little bit, change the name, link a sales order, and so on. Next up, we have longer sections dedicated to our project's finances. So we have our project profitability here, our costs and revenues, and then we have our project budgets as well. We will see both of those a little bit more in detail in another video.
That's really nice. So if I understand correctly, the dashboard displays all the data in real time. But is there a way to compare data points from different time periods as well?
Indeed, it is possible. And this is exactly what the project updates are actually for. So let's go ahead and create a new one right here. We will call it monthly review as suggested. And now this is something that I could do as the project manager. I could just do it by myself on my own, but it could also be beneficial to use this as an opportunity to meet with the team or even invite the involved stakeholders and fill this in together during a project recap. Now, I will say here that my project is actually now back on track. I can also manually establish my project's progress. So I can say we're at 70% of the work being already done. And then, of course, I can take notes here. So I can say we're doing great, or anything else that I would like to write down. And here below, you can see that I have a snapshot of everything that we can see on the project dashboard. So I can see my activities, I can see the information about the budget, the project milestones, including the last updates that we have done together. And I have a breakdown of my profitability stored safely here. So if I ever want to go back in time and compare different data points, I'm able to do it using this project update. Let me just save it. And I'll just show you real quick here that if we go back to my project dashboard, the monthly review that we just created has been saved here, stored safely, like I mentioned, and we can use it in the future whenever we want. So that's it for today's video about the project dashboard. I hope it was helpful, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you for watching.